A jailhouse brawl involving Fox News anchor Greg Jarrett. After using obscenities, Jarrett is pushed against a wall and then thrown to the cell's bench.
I will sue you, bitch!
It's out here for many reasons, and that's just one of the reasons.
Yeah, put that on the news.
When it comes to the weather, we want no monkey business, okay? All good things.
It's 49 degrees in Philadelphia, Nicole. That was an interesting little exchange. I'm sure she regrets, along with that last glass of whatever.
No, I'll give you lessons on how to become a reporter later.
Well, I'll give you some lessons on how to be an editor because I was your boss once.
Yeah, you were and are no longer. How did that happen?
Well, I don't know.
Here's Annabelle DeMillo.
Good morning, Jim. We are...
The meteorologist allegedly became irate and began to shove the anchorwoman who suffered a busted eardrum and a fractured skull.
It's crazy how beef makes things interesting. For example, Soulja Boy and Bow Wow. I never give Soulja Boy and Bow Wow's music the time of day, but if they beefing, I'm tuning in. I'm interested. It's the drama that got me tuning in, not the music.
He can fit my whole career in his back tire, and I'm a one-hit wonder, and I'm a so all you little Bow Wow fans, all 13 of y'all, I got his brand new album, his old album, I'm putting free download. Y'all can have it. You sell the man. I promise, boy, you the
Another example, your job. Your job probably boring as hell, but let two co-workers start beefing, and all of a sudden, you can't wait to go to work. You excited as hell to go to work because you want to see some drama popping off with your trifling ass.
The weekend at a Popeyes on South Boulevard, new court documents reveal burnt biscuits led to a burst of bullets outside the fast food business. The person shot was a manager of the restaurant.
Well, apparently, the news has the same effect. The beef that gets cooked up between news anchors and news reporters, the drama that the bystanders bring, now that's A1 entertainment, 5-star ratings.
Block the public access TV host covering the festivities.
She would not like me to tell you what is going on at Keene State College.
So if you think that inciting these people is a good idea, I am going to pull the plug on you.
As he said, that staying and doing nothing is as heinous as doing it all.
All right, we're having technical difficulties, as we can see, a little frustration there. We'll try to get back to that in just.
Seeing people break character and let their personal feelings take over on live TV, it don't get no better than this. I couldn't believe I was able to view this for free. Like, damn, is this channel 12 or pay-per-view? This is non-scripted, unfiltered drama. I'm talking raw content, rawer than the chicken your ex-wife used to cook up. That's why you left her.
Then how'd you learn how to cook? Oh, that's right. You don't know how to cook.
And this content is right before my eyes. I'm just trying to see what the weather looking like. But yet, I'm seeing petty acts out of spite. I love it.
There's nobody on overtime. There's nobody working on the weekends. There's a lot that could be done to have this done a lot sooner.
Steve?
I'm here every day.
Well, she lives on the first floor, and so, I mean, I don't see...
I care about my other neighbors.
Well, I mean, it's scheduled. It's a contracted job. As far as working, doing elevator repairs 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, I don't see that as being a typical process, nor is it a typical process to be working on.
We've got to go now. I want to thank you both. Thank you. All right, it's back to you, Jim.
Ollie, don't let her go away. That's what. Does she have a response to that? Is she still there?
What's that?
Did the lady just leave?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. We should have kept that discussion.
She's back if you want her.
Yes.
She heard you.
Yes.
What'd you like to know?
I would like to know a response to what the gentleman said. The gentleman's a very effective spokesperson for the company, but obviously the people who live there are not satisfied with his explanation.
Right. So what do you want now?
Well, if I have to teach you how to be a reporter, Ollie, I'll do that later.
Oh, why don't you do that later, Jim? But I think the lady expressed herself, and you're not here, you're there. Is there any question you'd like me to ask her?
And no, I'll give you lessons on how to become a reporter later.
I'll give you some lessons on how to be an editor because I was your boss once.
Yeah, you were, and are no longer. How did that happen?
Well, I don't know.
Here's Annabelle DeMillo.
Good morning, Jim. We are live.
Well, I be damned. How did a lady who stays on the first floor complaining about elevator repairs turn into this?
I'm here every day.
Well, she lives on the first floor, and
How did a maintenance man lying his ass off about elevator repairs turn into this?
About my other neighbors.
well, I mean, it's scheduled.
The lack of professionalism displayed got me flabbergasted.
Right. So what do you want now?
It sounds like Mr. Oliver used to be Jim's supervisor, and Jim surpassed Mr. Oliver and became his supervisor. And Mr. Oliver is salty as hell about it.
Well, if I have to teach you how to be a reporter, Ollie, I'll do that later.
Why don't you do that later, Jim? I think the lady expressed herself, and you're not here, you're there. Is there any question you'd like me to ask her?
And no,
Mr. Oliver feels like Jim should be in the trenches interviewing the lower class, and he should be sitting at the news anchor's desk. Mr. Oliver been going around the office talking trash behind Jim's back out of jealousy, and when Jim got word Mr. Oliver been talking behind his back, he decided to call him out on national TV.
Well, if I have to teach you how to be a reporter, Ollie, I'll do that later.
Jim was really chastising Mr. Oliver because Mr. Oliver got to hit the field and do interviews in the trenches. He knew Mr. Oliver did not feel safe out there. Mr. Oliver was trying to hurry the interview up and get the hell up out of there. And Jim said, hell nah, bring them people back. We gonna have an extended discussion about this.
What'd you like to know?
I would like to know a response to what the gentleman said. The gentleman's a very effective spokesperson for the company, but obviously the people who live there are not satisfied with his explanation.
Right. So what do you want now?
I'ma keep your sorry ass out there in them trenches as long as I want, because I'm the boss now.
Is there any question you'd like me to ask her?
And no, I'll give you lessons on how to become a reporter later.
Well, I'll
on.
give you some lessons on how to be an editor because I was your boss once.
Yeah, you were and are no longer. How did that happen?
Well, I don't
Here's
know.
Erna Bildemillo.
Good morning, Jim.
It don't get more petty than this, and I love it.
Showing off the little urn.
Mark Aston was talking about a miniature sports trophy.
Belinda, I just can't understand how something so small can be so impressive.
Well, Mark, you would know about that. Thank you very much. Weather's next with Jane Riley.
Small Willie response. He linked to his blog where he posted the video.
Well, Mark, you would know about that.
And noted, just for the record, Belinda and I get on fine.
Now that was a low blow. Cold-blooded as hell. This looking like a co-worker romance gone completely wrong. It's looking like Mark was talking that talk, but wasn't able to walk that walk, if you know what I mean.
Something so small can be so impressive.
Well, Mark, you would know about that. Thank you very much.
Mark left Belinda disappointed as hell. Lacking in size, a quick pump, he only gave her one round and fell asleep. Belinda had to pull out the rose to get the job done.
Something so small can be so impressive.
Well, Mark, you would know about that. Thank you very much.
When they woke up the next morning, Mark was confident as hell. He really thought he did his thing. And Belinda, she was thinking to herself, wow, Mark is really acting like he put it down. This man really think he's somebody. He think he did his thing. I'll be damned.
Something so small can be so impressive.
Well, Mark, you would know about that. Thank you very much.
Wait till we get to work. I'ma expose this man. I'ma let all the ladies know to stay the hell away from Mark. He ain't nothing but a talker.
Something so small can be so impressive.
Well, Mark, you would know about that. Thank you very much. Weather's next with Jane.
Well, we missed you here. I missed you guys.
And they sure seem to get along well. But last week, their friendship suddenly went south. It happened when they were having drinks at a local bar after work. That's when the anchorwoman claims the meteorologist started flirting with her hunky husband and told her to back off. According to the police report, the meteorologist allegedly became irate and began to shove the anchorwoman who suffered a busted eardrum and a fractured skull.
The witnesses tell me she was absolutely knocked out cold. They had to carry her out of the bar. She was then taken to the hospital where she was, they said she had a fractured skull and also was suffering hearing loss in her left ear.
The meteorologist was charged with battery. Now she's been fired.
This man calling her husband hunky is absolutely wild and highly unnecessary.
Started flirting with her hunky husband.
You could have kept that to yourself, playboy. But anyways, how you gonna step up and tell old girl to back off your man and then get your ass whooped? You supposed to whoop ass in that situation. Obviously you can't fight, and if you can't fight, you ain't supposed to be handling the situation the way you handled it.
Started flirting with her hunky husband and told her to back off. According to the police report, the meteorologist allegedly became irate and began to shove the anchorwoman who suffered a busted eardrum.
You ain't supposed to step to old girl because obviously old girl living like that and you ain't. You supposed to step to your husband and tell him, hey, we need to leave. I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. And that's how you handle that because you can't fight and that's okay. What's not okay is you got your ass whooped.
Told me she was absolutely knocked out cold. They had to carry her out of the bar. She was then taken to the hospital where she was, They said she had a fractured skull and also was suffering hearing loss in her left ear.
What the hell was y'all drinking that night? Seagram's gin? And why the hell your husband ain't step in and de-escalate the situation? You know damn well your wife can't fight and you let her go out like that. Pathetic.
In local news, security was tight at the Supreme Court today as a crowd of angry protesters gathered for the commencement of the trial of 4 men charged with Filkerwa Upipitso Priknetia, Tia member Schma get up, Scareneck, Durst Orso wow! What are you looking at? Yeah!
She ain't beefing with another news reporter, she beefing with her hairline. You see, she tried out a new hairstyle, and this new hairstyle exposed how big her forehead was. So when she went into work, her co-workers let her have it. Damn, Amy, that new hairstyle is interesting. It really highlights the enormous landscaping that's on your dome piece. You should have never did that, Amy. I mean, yeah, it looks great on Rihanna, but not on you. Your hairstylist ain't worth a damn. Like, wow, she really let you leave the hair salon like that. If I was you, I would have whipped my hairstylist's ass. This is what they told her 5 minutes before she went on air. So the whole time she delivering the news, she can't help but be bothered by the exposure of her forehead.
In local news, security was tight at the Supreme Court today as
and she on camera, so a lot of people are staring right at that damn forehead, and it's driving her crazy. So of course, she started raising all types of hell.
So Priknetia, Tia member Schma get up, Scareneck, Durst Orso wow! What are you looking at?
Wow. I need Julie to put a jacket on because we're all in white. I asked her before we came on. Julie, you need to put a jacket on.
Flat out, I haven't had time. Does someone?
Come on, I told you 2 hours ago. We know
Amber,
in chat room.
This is not. So I'm sorry. I've been flat out.
Well,
honestly.
I'll call wardrobe and we'll get something.
No, if you give me a second, if we can ask, I'm not sure who your lineup is today. If there's just a jacket floating around out there, ask Danica.
As long as that mic's working for everyone. To the chat room, and joining me today is psychologist Sandy Ray in Melbourne and Nine's Julie Snook in Sydney. A big welcome to both of you. Thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon.
This is what hating looks like. This is what I'ma be petty as hell looks like. Amber felt basic as hell when she seen Julie pop out in that white top.
I need Julie to put a jacket on because we're all in white. I asked her before we came on.
Like, oh hell nah, my husband is watching this, and I'll be damned if he sees her looking better in her white top than I'm looking in my white top.
Came on, Julie, you need to put a jacket on.
She left the other lady alone because the other lady wasn't a threat.
Put on because we're all in white. I asked her before we came.
But Julie, yeah, Julie is a problem. She really wanted Julie to get the hell up out of there.
Good afternoon.
Amber was trying to push Julie away because Amber's husband been talking about Julie to Amber.
Good afternoon.
I really like when you do those news segments with Julie. She's very knowledgeable and good at her job.
Good afternoon.
Ever since then, Amber been marking out Julie like 50 Cent been marking out Ja Rule.
Came on, Julie, you need to put a jacket on.
Flat out, I haven't had time. Does someone?
Come on, I told you 2 hours ago. We know Amber, in chat room.
But what Amber don't realize is this situation just gonna make her husband talk about Julie even more. Why you did Julie like that? I thought all 3 of y'all was looking fabulous in those white tops. I was digging the aesthetic, and you ruined it. I'm divorcing you, Amber, and I'm starting a new life with Julie.
תספר לנו איך נפגעת היום מהמחאה?
אני רוצה להגיד לכם שכולכם צריכים להתבייש, אתם מפיצים שקרים.
טוב.
אתם ערוץ שכולו לא דמוקרטי, אסור להפגין.
לא, כשמעמידים במצור דיינים בבניין הרבנות, זה
שקרנית, את רואה? אתם ערוץ של שקרנים. זו מחאה לא אלימה. זו מחאה לא אלימה,
ולעמוד על האמת,
הייתה כשאתם
הפכו את מדינת ישראל לכאוס. וערוץ 14 ימשיך להגיד לך ולאנשים כמוך שמה שאתם עושים זה דבר לא תקין, נשים שהפסידו היום כסף.
תתביישו, אני רוצה לראות אתכם.
כן, שמענו את הבושה שלכם. כן, שמענו את הבושה שלכם. אנשים שמאבדים כסף, אנשים שמאבדים את הבריאות שלהם בגללכם, ולכם לא אכפת. כן, עצמאים שנתקעו בבית היום בגלל החסימות שלכם.
אני בעל עסק.
אתם לא רוב, אתם תגידו אותם, מיעוט קטן, צעקנים, אלים.
אתם
לא עברתם את אחוז החסימה. אתם לא הרוב, סליחה רגע, אתם לא הרוב. אתם מיעוט קטן, אנרכיסטי ואלים שחוסם את מדינת ישראל ומחזיק את כולם בשבי. אתם ממש לא הרוב, אתם לא יודעים לכבד דמוקרטיה. יש פה ראש ממשלה.
Well, I'll be damned. Her boyfriend need to get his life together. I was flabbergasted just by reading the captions. I can only imagine the emotion that would have took over my body if I was actually able to understand what she was saying. She was going in. Why did that man call up there knowing his girlfriend got that type of leverage over him? He need to sit down and shut the hell up. She doing all that for your sorry ass and you got the nerve to be calling up there to her job. She need a man like me so I can quit my job and actually appreciate her for the real woman that she is. Shawty, if you ever run across this video, call me.